Well done. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome back to Roslyn Court. My name's Morag Butler. And on this week, when in The Observer, there was an article on Sunday. Did you read the article about music venues in The Observer saying that they're dying and that maybe we should just let them die? What do you think about that? We've got a full house here, people, so we're very excited. This evening, we've got Suthering, who've come all the way from Devon. Yay! We've got John Connolly, who's come all the way from Faversham, which isn't so impressive. And we're going to start off in a minute with John Elaine, who've come all the way from Deal. Which, But before that, I have to remind you that you're all entered in for the raffle here, people. You can win a CD or... More excitingly, I'm sorry, Suthering. Who Gives a Crap toilet roll. We like Who Gives a Crap toilet rolls because they donate 50% of their profits to charity, to water charities, so we like them. So, people at home, the way you join in the raffle is you donate to Suthering this evening, or... if you're not in a position to do that, if you would like to join in the online chat, tell us what you're doing, where you're watching from, that would be brilliant, and we will also enter you into the raffle. So, we're going to start off this evening with a floor spot from John Elaine. Yay! Very professionally take this away. It's slick, isn't it?
Slickness doesn't cover it, Mike. It just doesn't.
Hello, nice to be here.
Who's the tall person here?
It's certainly not one of us.
Lovely to be here. Thank you very much. We've both just been to the hairdressers. Thanks for noticing. No, but they've got all these adverts around the shop hairdressers, or advertising this new technique called blend in the grey. I think they've done a pretty good job. Anyway, so we're going to do this one song. This is a song about poverty, homelessness, teenage pregnancy, and the gig economy. So it's a cheery little number. Child at 17, he had done a decent thing. In the first flush of fatherhood, excitement and a sense of what he should, he tried his best to make it pay. Searching the streets for work day after day. No shelter for his family, just a place on a waiting list for 2 years, maybe 3. Flowers on the table, yellow, pink and blue. Flowers on the table, doesn't know what he should do. Flowers on the table, from a churchyard or a garden. Flowers on the table, who knows how resentments harden. she'll be better off without him. In time she will forget him. There's no way he can protect her on a 0 hours contract in the service sector. 18 months and he was gone. Illusions shattered one by one. But every Monday he would send those flowers for the table, so maybe she'd remember. Flowers on the table, yellow, pink and blue. Flowers on the table, he knows what he has to do. Flowers on the table, from a churchyard or a garden. Flowers on the table, he knows how resentment's harder. Then one day there were no more. Yellow, pink and blue laid by the door. The years pass, the memory fades. Now she buys the flowers and lays them on his grave. Flowers on the table, yellow, pink and blue. Flowers on the table, she knows what he had to do. Flowers on the table, from a churchyard or a garden. Flowers on the table, she knows how resentment's hard. Thank you very much.
Thank you. God, it's like Tetris in here, isn't it? Thank you, John Elaine. That was great. We'll hear some more of them in the second half. Not you lot. Sorry, you can't. Okay, now we've got, very excitingly, we've got, we're going to have we don't normally have 2 floor spots, but we've got, John Connolly happens to be staying here, so he said that he'll do a couple of songs for us, and some more in the second half, yeah. So let's welcome him onto the stage, please. John Connolly, yay!
Thank you very much. Can I raise this up a little bit, this one?
Of course. Only if you put it back down again.
I've lost my strength. It's having my hair cut, you know. Now then, which is my guitar thing? That. It was a red one. Oh, that's it. Okay. Right, well, I'm here purely by accident, really, because I wasn't supposed to be here, but Morag has saved my life because I'm doing a little tour in this area, and I had a cancellation tonight. So I contacted Morag and asked her if I could come and sing for my supper, basically. So that's what I'm here for. very pleased to be here. Anyway, it's a great setup here, it really is. So I thought for a change, Morag's requested this song particularly, and I thought it'd make a nice change to start with it instead of finishing with it as my customarily do. It's a song called Fiddler's Green, so there is some chance you might know the chorus. Please join in. The Sailor's Paradise. As I rode by the dockside one evening so rare, to view the still waters and take the salt air, I heard an old fisherman singing this song. Oh, take me away, boys, me time is not long. Dress me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. Now Fiddler's Green is a place I've heard tell, where fishermen go if they don't go to hell, where the weather is fair and the dolphins do play, and the cold coast of Greenland is far, far away. Dress me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. The sky's always clear and there's never a gale, and the fish jump on board with a flip of their tails. You can lie at your leisure, there's no work to do, and the skipper's below making tea for the crew. Dress me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. When you're in dock and the long trip is through, there's pubs and there's clubs and there's lasses there too. Now the girls are all pretty and the beer is all free, and there's bottles of rum growing on every tree. Dress me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. I don't want a harp nor a halo, not me. Just give me a breeze and a good rolling sea, and I'll play me old squeeze box as we sail along, with the wind in the rigging to sing me this song. Dress me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. Thank you very much. This is another song from my hometown, the fishing port of Grimsby, and in this song you'll find out what it takes to become a trawler skipper, how you get to be a trawler skipper, which is basically the hard way. And in the second half, I promise, if you're very good, I will sing you some songs that aren't about fish. All right? Is it a deal? Stick around. So this is called The Trawling Trade. Hope you like it. It has got a chorus. Would you like to learn it? Yes, I would as well. Fair Isle to Labrador is full of place names. It's ever so confusing. They're all places dotted about the margins of the North Sea. Fair Isle to Labrador, Norway to Greenland's shore, I think. Fair Isle to Labrador, Norway to Greenland's shore, learning me trade with the men of the sea. And if you can't get your heads around the geography, just come in on learning me trade with the men of the sea, okay? At the age of 15, I shipped out from the Humber, my very first trip for the Silver Pits bound. I was galley boy, messman, the lowest of callings, but at last I was off to the trawl fishing grounds. Fair Isle to Labrador, Norway to Greenland's shore, learning me trade with the men of the sea. Long years as a decky I hauled for me living, and dodged on the deck through the wild Arctic gales. Knew the tight grip of fear as the cold sea swept o'er me, and I soon learned the truth of the old trawling tales. Fair Isle to Labrador, Norway to Greenland's shore, learning me trade with the men of the sea. And in between trips, well, the town couldn't hold me. A 2-day tycoon with me head full of rum, a girl on each arm and a pocket soon empty. Live now and pay later, there's hard days to come. Fair Isle to Labrador, Norway to Greenland's shore, learning me trade with the men of the sea. Now I know every hull as it tops the horizon. I've learned all the tricks of the trawlerman's trade. Know the sea as provider, betrayer and taker. I've got me mate's ticket, me future is made. Fair Isle to Labrador, Norway to Greenland's shore, learning me trade with the men of the sea. As the skipper at last I stand tall on the dockside, from the boy to the man to the master of men. Now the ocean is mine as we slip from the harbour, and back to the sea to start learning again. Fair Isle to Labrador, Norway to Greenland's shore, learning me trade with the men of the sea. Fair Isle to Labrador, Norway to Greenland's shore, learning me trade with the men of the sea. See you later.
Fabulous, thank you. I'm so pleased they cancelled.
My loss is your game.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, so now we have, for all the way from Devon, second week running, somebody from Devon, and they know each other as well. Interesting. So we've got Julo Irvin and Heg Brignall. Suthering! Hooray! Hi!
Oh, what an absolute delight. It's so lovely to be out the house again.
It is.
We've been struck by COVID, so we
Yeah.
not now. We're healthy
You're
now.
welcome.
Yes. No, we took a slight hiatus with COVID, and we're back. Hooray!
It's so nice, and it's so nice to see such a full room as well. Thank you so much for coming out. It's a hard time for music venues and musicians, so we were talking about this with friends of ours, with Jeff, who was here last week, that we all need to keep doing it, even if it's just small audiences. The musicians need to keep going out doing it, and the audiences need to keep coming. So thank you so much for supporting it.
And hello to everyone online as well.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm looking.
Yeah.
Hi. So we're going to start with a little a cappella song. This is on our new album. So this is called Blood and Gold, and it was famously sung by the Silly Sisters.
Dramatic pause. On rides a captain and 300 soldier lads.
Out of the morning mist and through the silent snow,
Whistling gaily rides the captain at their head.
behind him soldier boy sadly weeping go. For when you took my gold and swore to follow me, you sold away your lives and your liberty. No more you'll till the soil, no more you'll work the land, no more to the dance you'll go and take girls by the hand. Oh, mother, weep for your son. He is gone to kill and die. You'll reap, you'll die by the keen edge of the sword, all alone by the muddy Danube shore. He gave the order for the drummers to beat their drums, the smothers of my clothes, the life a soldier lives. Unfurl your ragged banners and brace your pale young face. You'll all die of the fire, there'll be no hiding place. Oh, mother, hear the drum beat in the village square. Oh, mother, that drum's for me to go for a soldier there. Mother, sisters, wives, weep for us. Martyrs Cain, we die alone. Thanks so much. So we started off the year with such momentum, launching our debut album, and we started the tour southwest, and then it was supposed to gradually come up the country, and then COVID struck. So we took a month off. I hid away in the spare room while Julie delivered me different broths and meals and drinks and snacks. And now we've emerged. So it's really nice to be back out on the road, and so nice to be here because we've never played here before. What an amazing place, driving through all the amazing sights that kind of look so retro. The Lido sign, the big Lido sign.
I love the Lido sign,
Yeah.
and that big retro cinema. It's so cool. And what else do we see?
We are tourists.
We're really tourists. We're driving through like... There's a building with sort of flames along the front as well. I can't remember what that was called, but I thought it was pretty impressive.
What's in there then? Amusements.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense, yeah.
Crazy golf downstairs.
Well, we've got
cars.
a bit of time in the morning, Hex.
You've got everything here.
We'll be taking the tour. You'll find us in the arcade.
Yeah.
So we're going to sing a song now that's also from our album. And this is a song that's based on a story. So Heg and I love to champion stories that have strong female characters. Sometimes in the folk world, female characters have a bit of a bad lot in general. So we try and either find folk songs where there's a strong female character, maybe change a lyric or two, or we find folk stories. So this is a story called The Black Bull of Norroway, and it's a Scottish fairy tale. And it's the story of a young girl who gets sent off with this black bull into this world that she doesn't understand, feeling totally afraid. And the story goes that as she walks through this world with this black bull, she loses her fear of him and starts to actually feel love for him. And it's about her battle to kind of regain him when he gets lost to her. And it's kind of like this all-powerful girl who will stop at nothing to get her true love back. So this is The Black Bull of Norroway.
Full of fear moving on through shadow and snow. I said, bring me a prince who will dance in white linen robes, fresh face and brave, his holy, his courage and law. His strong armor will fall down. Oh, where is my prince? All I see is shadow and snow. For hours I waited, rested and alone. Not a word, not a move, my body still a stone. Ah, the sky is a tapestry. Ah, turning red to white to blue. In the thrill of a battle won, I move my body and you were lost to me in the shadow and snow. Yada-da-da, yada-da, 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 yada-da-dum. Yada-da-da, yada-da, 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 yada-da-dum. Yadi-da-di, yada-da, yada-da, yadi-da-di, yada-da-dum. Yadi-da-di, yada-da, yada-da, yadi-da-di, yada-da-dum. Oh, here in my world made of glass, no foothold to find. A mountain of ice down between us, for pity I cried. Oh, bring me some shoes made of steel, oh Lord, let me climb. For 7 long years I gave on to leave less well behind. And that glass valley did fall down. And here I stand in the shadow and snow. Only then did I see you, my one and only true love, held in slumber by the witch from whom I run. Ah, with the last of my strength, I will break him free. Ah, too far have I come to lose you now. With a glorious battle cry, I moved my body and you came back to me from the shadow and snow. Yada-da, 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 yada-da-dum. Yada-da, 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 yada-da-dum. Yadi-da-di, yada-da, yada-da, yadi-da-di, 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 yada-da-dum. Thank you so much. So we're going to play lots of songs from our new album, and we're dressed in the colours from the album, just for the occasion. So when we are really inspired by nature, and that's one of the reasons that we moved from Bristol, a big bustling city, down to Devon to kind of be more connected with nature. And it was particularly brilliant once the first lockdown happened. We were kind of breathed a sigh of relief that we had done that move before that happened. So we went on lots of magnificent walks across Dartmoor. But a favourite was a walk that runs right outside our house. And there's a canal that runs along on a towpath that takes you through some woods. And at first glance, it doesn't look like very much, but as you wind your way round, it becomes this beautiful path. And it's particularly lovely to watch the seasons change and all the different aspects of nature appearing throughout the year. But the best part is the kingfisher that comes to visit the canal path, and he waits for you on a little branch, and as you get level, he then darts off, and you think, I'll just catch up to the next one. And then he darts off and off he goes all the way along. So this is inspired by that, and it's called Kingfisher, and it's our latest single. Bright on the sun, on the cold of the canal, with a frost that cracked at our feet, and the sound of the chorus in the early morning dew, never knowing when we'll meet again. And oh, how the kingfisher swoops, playing chase with a flash and a dive. We are kindred spirits, he and I. Look to the water, look, can you see how the skies are clearer now? And the trees will start to grow, and the bees will have their day. And oh, how the heron finds a perch to look out and take it all in. We all need to breathe in. We all need to make a change, one that's rooted in the ground, and then spring will come again. Lift us out. Somewhere in silence we can rest, find the answers that we seek, send the dark clouds away, let spring begin. Send the dark clouds away. Bright on the sun, the water it mourns us, with time standing still. The kingfisher warns us. One day I came upon a girl, I asked her who she was. She said, I've lost my way and I'm looking for the end. And then she looked around and saw the water stretching on. She said, I'll take a look. What could be the harm? And oh, how we all wish we had a map that could take us straight to the end. We'll all wander in the end. We all need to make a change, one that's rooted in the ground, and then spring will come again. Lift us out. Somewhere in silence we can rest, find the answers that we seek, send the dark clouds away, let spring begin. Send the dark clouds away. See it in a flash of blue, hope along the water flew. See it in a flash of blue, hope along the water flew. See it in a flash of blue, hope along the water flew. See it in a flash of blue, hope along the water flew.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
I am sure you're enjoying this as much as we are here, you people at home. It's really lovely. Great sound tonight. Well done. And can I just say that Suthering have come all the way from Devon here. They need to go all the way back. So if you at home could possibly donate a litre of petrol to them, that would be lovely. I'm sure they'd really appreciate that. And we're really pleased to be sharing this music with you. It would be nice if you could donate to them. And perhaps they'd like to tell us now how we can grab a hold of their new CD.
Yeah, sure. So you can get, if you go to our website, www.suthering.com, and there's links on there, or you can go straight to our Bandcamp page, which is suthering.bandcamp.com.
Brilliant. Okay, right. Okay, hint finished. Back to Suthering.
Thank you. Thanks, Morag. Can I just say while we're here that Morag and Chris do such an amazing job at hosting musicians here. It's just a total delight. And the artwork around this building is just phenomenal. So,
Yeah, you've seen us kind of creepily walking around with our cameras, taking pictures of all the artwork.
there's
Like,
one in
what are
the
they doing?
there's one in the toilet upstairs that is two ladies in a teacup with their top half out, which we particularly like.
It's great. It's great. Okay, so back to singing. I got distracted there for a minute.
We've got to rein in the
rein
chat.
in the chat. People are here to watch us play music. Okay, so we're going to sing a traditional song now, which some of you might know. So going back to our strong female character, Love. That's not a good sentence, but just as well it's recorded.
It's been broadcast to the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the whole world is watching.
Yeah.
I was going to say something political then, but I will not. So we spent a lot of time trawling the internet looking for some folk songs where the women didn't end up dead or drowned. Well, I mean, it's all versions of dead, basically, isn't it? Or sad,
or left
or
sad,
abandoned, or whatever.
By some cad.
She's like all these different Google searches, like strong female character folk songs, women folk songs, and it was just zero results. No. Google doesn't understand. But we found this folk song which we fell in love with. Which is a story of a woman who dresses up as a highwayman to stick up her true love and test his love for her. So she basically sticks him up on the street and says, "Give me that ring," with the intention that if he gave it up, she was planning to shoot him dead.
Which is fair enough.
So it's kind of extreme. It's all going in the other direction, isn't it? But
I think you've got to do what you've got to do.
You've got to do what you've got to do. Yeah, you've got to do what you've got to do. So anyway, this song is called Survey.
Herself in man's array, with a sword and pistol all by her side, to meet a true love, awaited ride. She was riding over the plain, she met a true love and bid him stand. Your gold and silver kind, sir, she said, or else this moment, your life I'll have. makes you blush. It's just silly, you silly. I tried to have that golden ring. It was I that robbed you all on the plane. So here's your watch, and your gold again. I did intend, and it was to know if that you were my true love or no. For if you'd have given me that ring, she said, I'd have pulled the trigger and shot you dead.
Thank you so much. I wanted to say, when you were saying introducing the kingfisher, you know, that walk that we do down the canal,
Yeah.
but there's also always like men in little camouflage tents with big cameras, or also trying to capture the kingfisher.
It's true. I was wondering what you were going to say then. Men in little camouflage tents.
You see them like walking
Yeah.
in like full camo gear, and then they just seem to drop down and get their cameras
Yeah.
out. And it's, the first time I saw it, I was like, what is that? And
Yeah.
then I realised, then you see these glorious photos of the kingfisher, and they're like, it took me 5 years to get that photo. It's
Yeah.
like, wow.
There's me with my iPhone. Come back with just blurs. Julia will tell you that I'm the absolute world's worst photographer. I'm like kind of point and snap, and then I get home and go, oh, they're all crap. It's a shame that I'm in charge of the social media, isn't
I know,
it?
you get to the point, Head gets to the point in the evening, it's like, I haven't taken any photos, and just gets her phone out and goes, and then that's the end of it.
I think I did a blurry selfie in the van today, and I just thought, oh, well, just
But
bung it up.
It went online anyway.
Yeah. You were in focus.
Yeah, it's
So-
true.
So we'll
With singing.
get on with the singing, on less of the chat. So we're going to play, one of the most delightful things that we discovered when we first started playing music together was that we'd both written songs about our grandparents. And we both had a real affinity with our grandparents and the stories they used to tell, and have had many nights of sharing those stories with each other. And so this is one of those stories, and this was a song that my granddad wrote. Sorry, no, this is a song that I wrote about my granddad. God,
I was like, hang on a minute.
I just went off into the land of lies. So I spent some time writing letters with to my granddad back and forth to kind of try and really hear the stories that he had from the war. And it was quite hard to do that in person because he was quite shy and quiet, and it's a really sensitive subject. So I wrote him a letter and just said, I'd really love you to tell me what happened to you. And I kind of didn't expect him to write back, but what he wrote back was the most poignant letter I've ever read, and the first verse of this song were his exact words. So this is Down Falling. Oh. My mother's hair was jet black when I left home. When I returned, it was lily white for 6 long years, not a penny for my pains. And still this story repeats again. We sailed to France on the Duke of Argyle. We waved goodbye, I'd be gone a long while. We arrived hungry and tired, but ready to brave the coming tide.
wife, wondering the fate of their dear soldier's life. And these words on this matchbox can't tell of my strife. Well, I'll be brave. I'll be brave. I lay wounded, my friend next to me, he said, Steve, we're finished. His head falls to the ground. He never spoke again to me. He never spoke again to anyone. The bombs are falling down. The bombs are falling to the ground. The bombs are falling down. They're 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 falling down. Down, down. Whoa, whoa, down, down. Whoa, whoa, down, down. My mother's hair was jet black when I left home. When I returned, it was lily white for 6 long years, not a penny for my pains. And still this story repeats again.
Thank you. It's funny how songs have, they go on a journey. And I sometimes used to think about that song, it's like, oh, I hope that's never relevant again. And singing those words tonight, it is relevant again. And the story does repeat. And that's, scary times.
We are going to sing another a cappella song. So we often get asked to play at our friends' weddings, often. And we used to turn up with this full setup and be like, that's absolutely fine. And then it's like, hang on a minute.
We want to drink Prosecco.
We want to drink Prosecco and have a dance to some 80s pop. So nowadays we just say, we'll sing you something a cappella, maybe whenever you want it to be in the day, but we'll sing you something a cappella. So 2 of our dear friends got married. It's a while ago now, wasn't it?
Before
I keep forgetting
COVID.
that we lost 2 years to COVID. It was before COVID. And they asked us to sing them a folk song. They said it'd be nice if it was something traditional, something really kind of romantic and beautiful. And we were like, okay, so let's find ourselves a traditional folk song that's just romantic and not sad and just lovely. And we were just literally were like, well, we're stumped.
Yeah.
So we came across a folk song that we loved, and we loved the melody and we loved the sentiment, but we just changed a few words of it just to make it slightly more...
Just tweaked it.
Just tweaked it, just to make it slightly more appropriate for the wedding. So this is a song called 10,000 Miles. I don't know if any of you know it, but this is 10,000 Miles. Through rain or spring, my own true love, through winters bare and cold, if I should leave, then I'll return. If I go 10,000 miles, 10,000 miles, my own true love, 10,000 miles or more, and the rocks may melt and the seas may burn, if I'd no more return. Oh, don't you see the pretty
sitting on yon ivy tree. She's singing for her own true love, as I shall sing for thee. Oh, I'll come back, my own true love, and spend my life with thee. For one true love I'll have on earth. You've been a friend to me through rain of spring, my own true love, through winters bare and cold. If I should leave, then I'll return. If I go 10,000 miles, if I go 10,000 miles.
For the lovers out there.
Thank you so much.
Should we I think we've got time for two more. Morag?
One more.
Okay, cool. So it's going to be a raffle. Those of you online, you're all entered if you've commented or donated. And yeah, we really do appreciate anyone who buys our CD. It's tough times. What are we playing, Julu?
Just getting my guitar ready, sorry. Got distracted. I'm very distractible today. I think it's the journey. So we're going to play another song from the album. So this is another song that I wrote about one thing but has become really relevant in the last couple of months. So this is a song that I wrote at the time that there were lots of forest fires happening. And it does feel sometimes that the world is kind of eating itself. And the story of this song is that different parts of the world are kind of calling out to each other, saying like, what the hell is going on? And we played it at Folk on the Moor, didn't we? And it suddenly was like, God, this is really poignant. Why does it feel so poignant? It's because it's actually, yeah, like I say, really relevant to what's happening at the moment. So we'd really like to dedicate this song to all of our friends in the Ukraine. And this is called This Land. Fragile yet gently breathing. Still are the waters that run between you and I, and fragile's this land we made, and heavy's the price if we turn away. Oh mother, can't you hear my voice? I'm lost between the tides. They're breaking my body, they're setting me alight. Oh mother, can't you see the fires? The southern skies are light, and fierce are the flames that rise, and heavy is the price for the fires they light. Brother, won't you carry me? I'm on my knees again. They're fighting each other, tearing paradise apart. Oh sister, won't you shield me as they set themselves on fire? And fierce are the flames that
than your life. And fractured we fall. And fractured we fall. And fractured we fall. Fractured we fall. Let us run, let us run. 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 Let us run now. Let us run now. Let us run, let us run. Let us run. And let the ones determined to fight be the ones who stand tall. And if we turn on each other, there's more to be lost than one life.
Okay. You can't have a folk event without a raffle. Here it is. All right, can you please concentrate?
Oh, sorry.
Steve Brignall.
That's my dad. There you go, Dad.
And Andrew, you've won another loo roll. Hey! Fabulous. Okay, we've got one more song now from Suthering. Great, before the break.
So this is another female championing song. So Julie wrote this song and played it to me when we first started playing together. I was like, God, you've really written it in true folk style, because the woman gets kind of wooed and then the guy buggers off. So,
Language.
oh, sorry. Sorry to the kids at home. My parents are watching.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Linda and Steve. Sorry about your daughter's language. So we wrote Mary a new ending. So the initial story was Mary, you know, downhearted, sad, left behind, true folk style, and now she rises victorious. And this actually has turned into a song that is a cautionary tale to all young cads out there who feel like they might go and try and do over a lovely young woman. Watch out. Okay, not that there's any cads here, I'm sure of it. But if there is,
Watch out.
This is the
Listen very carefully.
I'll set hag on you.
Yeah.
This is the story. I'm trying to.
Sorry.
This is the story of Mary Rose.
Oh, the sun, it rose up one cold summer morning to steal the faint heart of Our Lady of Love. And there through the town, past the prince in his finery, the face of the brave, heart of a fool. No maiden treads lightly who carries such burden. The darling bud blossoms that faces the dawn. And there in the street our young Mary stepped out, and the bow of the Cupid did ring out the day. Now our young prince was true, but his eyes were roving, and Mary's tight corset did lift up his gown. Without thinking twice, she jumped down to our Mary. He took both her hands and stole her heart. And the man her slumber to find the bed cold where her prince should have been. Fed up with his roving, she dressed in his clothing and ordered the servants his carriage to prepare. When the prince he returned full of drink and quite merry to a cold empty house, not a candle alight. She'd robbed him of coin, his horses and household. Slave foolish the man to cross Mary Road.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
And thank you to everyone that tuned in online as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Peg and Julu. Thank you very, very much. That was great. We've got more of you in the second half. It's going to be fantastic. I'd just like to thank John Elaine for their song this morning, earlier on, and we're going to have a bit more of them in a minute. And also John Connolly, we're going to have more of him in a minute. And of course we've got Phil, who's been doing everything, taking photographs and doing all sorts of things. We've got Roger. We've got John, who's done the sound, and Grace, who's also done the sound. We've got Chris, who's done the cameras and stuff. And over here, who you don't normally see, is Sandra. Now, Sandra is normally in the back, and what she does is she's the one who answers when people write to us during the live chat, and she also sends thank you letters to all the people who donate. But Sandra has decided that she's done this long enough, quite frankly, and so this is her last evening in this particular role. So dripping flowers. Come and get some dripping flowers, Sandra. Yeah. And there you go. I know I shouldn't have. Yes. And also, I know what you like. And as if, you know, it isn't enough, we've got a card as well. Thank you so much for everything you've done. I know you will still come, but, you know, we can't stop you, quite frankly. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah. And also, of course, in her penny at the bar, Una! Yay! Thank you very much. We have, next week, we have, coming here, we have Pat Turner and Lynn Herod, which is just fabulous. I mean, if you don't all come back for this, you're bonkers. Because, have you seen them? No. They're mad as a box of frogs, they are. They're just wonderful. They write the most silly songs. They're just great, 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 great. And we've also, but before that, we've got French Connection on Sunday, which is French dancing and live music. If you want to do some French dancing with some live music, or you want to play some live music, that's great. On Monday, of course, we have the clog workshop, which you will all be coming to at 12 o'clock. Not. If I can go, you can, and I'm rubbish at it. Yeah, it's great. It's good fun. I am still rubbish at it. I know, it's years later. Yeah, I know, yes. But there you go. And then on May the 5th, we've got Jalifali Sissoko, who is a Senegalese performer who plays the kora, and he's fantastic. If you look him up on Google, he's really, really good. Very sort of like that, serene, you know. You can get in the zone. Yeah. After that, we've got somebody called Ian Petrie, who's sitting over there. Yeah. He's coming. He'll make you laugh. He'll make you cry. He'll send you home. Yeah. And on May the 19th, we have Henry Parker, who's an eco-conscious singer-songwriter from up north. Yeah. So we've got lots going on here. Make sure you come back, and you watch on YouTube if you must. But come in the room. It's much better in the room, isn't it? Yeah. Let's keep music live. Thank you very much. See you next week. And we're having a break here. Yeah. Thank you very much. Good night.